All right, the last book I'm going to book talk today, if you're listening to this one, is called Tangerine by Edward Bloor. The main character in this book is called Paul Fisher, and he sees the world from behind glasses that are so thick, people say he looks like a bug-eyed alien. But he's not so blind that he can't see some very unusual things about his family's new home in Tangerine County, Florida. In this town, there is a sinkhole that swallows the local school. There is a fire that has burned underground for years, and lightning strikes at the same time every day. He is also constantly harassed by his football star older brother, so adjusting to life in this new town is not very easy for him until he joins the soccer team at his new middle school. So with the help of his new teammates, Paul begins to discover what lies beneath the surface of this strange new town. And he also gains the courage to face up to some family secrets that has been kept from him for a really, really long time. So in Tangerine, it seems that anything is possible. And I'm going to read to you from the first chapter, just a couple of pages. I set the garbage bag down and lean against the station wagon, staring east directly into the rising sun. I'm not supposed to do that because my glasses are so thick. My brother Eric once told me that if I ever look directly into the sun with these glasses, my eyeballs will burst into flame, like dry leaves under a magnifying glass. I don't believe that. But I turned back around anyway, and I looked west down our street at the receding line of black mailboxes. Something about them fascinated me. I leaned my chin against the top of the station wagon and continued to stare. An old familiar feeling came over me, like I had forgotten something. What was it? What did I need to remember? Somewhere behind me, a car engine started up, and a scene came back to me. I remembered a black metal mailbox on a black metal pole. I was riding my bike home at dinner time, heading east down this street with the sun setting behind me. I heard a loud roar like an animal's, like a predator snarling. I swiveled my head around, still pedaling, and looked back. All I could see was the red sun, huge now, setting right over the middle of the street. I couldn't see anything else, but I could hear the roar, even louder now, and I recognized it, the roar of an engine revved up to full throttle. I tilted up my sports goggles to unfog them. Then I turned back and saw it. A black car, just an outline at first, then clear and detailed. It came right out of the sun. I saw a man hanging out of the passenger window, hanging way out. He had something pulled over his face, some kind of mask, and he was holding a long metal baseball bat in both hands, like a murder weapon. Then the gears ground, the tires squealed, and the car leaped forward at an impossible speed. I swiveled back, terrified, and pedaled as hard as I could. I heard the roar of the car closing in on me, louder and louder, like it had smelled its prey. I shot a glance into my bike mirror, and there it was. Half a block behind, 10 yards, 1 yard. The man in the ski mask leaned farther out the window. He pulled the bat back and up, then he brought it forward in a mighty swing right at my head. And that's where I'll stop.